Hello, my peepers. Welcome to Shalene's Creativity Room. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you are a subscriber that has been here for many years or a short time, welcome back. This is the Christmas premiere that Pippa Brown put on. I hope that you enjoyed who was on before me and enjoy who is on after me. So, to get started, I'm going to tell you a little bit about me. I started my channel several years ago, and it started out as BookTube for reading. And I didn't have many subscribers, and I wasn't just reading, I was also cross-stitching. So I added in my cross-stitching. And then I wasn't cross-stitching anymore. Because of eyesight issues, I stopped. And I got into coloring. And so everything on my channel became about coloring with a little bit about reading. And the coloring took off for a couple years. And then I started diamond painting in October of 2019. And that also took over with the coloring on my channel. Absolutely loved both. Well, I met this beautiful friend named Danielle. And Danielle got me back into cross-stitching this year. And that's all I want to do now. I ended up having cataract surgery in the fall of 2019, so I hadn't really gotten back into cross-stitching since I had the eye surgery. So Danielle's like, you should try stitching again, and oh my God, what a difference it made having that surgery. I could see again. All I needed was my reading glasses. So cross-stitching became my thing this year. I colored a little bit, and I did a little bit of diamond painting, and the diamond painting started wearing off more. I started a mystery diamond painting in November. I've had issues with the canvas. It discouraged me to diamond paint. So I put it aside at the beginning of this month, and I said, okay, I'm taking a break from diamond painting. I noticed coloring and now starts to hurt my hand a little bit. But the cross-stitching I can do all day long and have no issues. So I'm back into the cross-stitching more. So I have figured out in January what's going to happen on my channel. I do live streams on Tuesdays at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I've always done coloring then. So I will continue to just color on Tuesdays. If I need a break in between, I will cross-stitch. Thursdays will be diamond painting, as it has been, same time. I will diamond paint all day. That does not hurt my hands unless I use a clay pen. So I do have events for 2022. I have 3 events. One for cross-stitching, one for diamond painting, and one for coloring. Which I forgot to grab my coloring books. So, my event for coloring on my channel, and I do have a Facebook group. It's Crafting with Shalene and Friends. Whoops. I'm writing down. So I do have the Facebook group that's linked down below. You can join if you want. It's for any crafts. It used to be just coloring. It now includes every craft. And for next year for coloring, it's any pictures out of any of the Hannah Carlson books. They're all hardcover books. You can get them on Amazon. They run anywhere from like $12 to $15 for a hardcover, US dollars. And just color as many pictures as you want next year out of any of the books. If you only have one book, that's fine. You don't need them all. So I am doing that. For diamond painting, next year's event is diamond painting anything by Sheena Pike. It can be from Craftably or Diamond Art Club, as they both were legally licensed. I only own 5 or 6 of her diamond paintings, so you will see me working on other diamond paintings next year. I do have a wheel app on my phone. I put in all the Sheena Pike diamond paintings that I own in that app, plus I picked a few more to equal 12, so I can do one a month. So I already used the wheel to pick January. January, it's not a Sheena Pike, it is a Bella Safina. But if you have all the Sheena Pikes, join in. Join in and do a Sheena Pike with me. Like I said, Hannah Carlson is for coloring. My cross stitch event on my channel is a lawn dog sampler stitch along. Any lawn dog sampler, doesn't matter which one it is, and it can be a whip because they are a good size. They are a whip. I have a Facebook group which is listed down below. Oh, I didn't even realize I was showing my address. Did it? I didn't notice that. Oh well, I'm in the phone book, so it's not like you can't find me. Anybody can find me online. You just put my name in, you'll get my address, so that doesn't really matter. Anyways, yeah, Lawn Dog Sampler Stitch Along is for the whole year. And like I said, it can be a whip. And join the Facebook group. There are questions. If you do not answer the questions, you do not get accepted into the group. It's that simple. I have declined a lot of people because they're not filling out the questionnaire. And that's hashtag LawnDogAlon22. And there will be a Zoom for the Lawn Dog Sampler Stitch Along. It will be every last Friday of the month. So whatever the last Friday of the month is. And it will be hosted by Kaya. And so that not everybody's talking at once. Whoever's in there, Kaya will call your name. And you will show your progress. And if you have any questions or need encouragement to finish it or to work on it, whatever your goal is for next year. So that is how that will work, because if there's 10 people in there, we don't want to all be showing and talking all at the same time. And that starts at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time to 9:30. It's just 1 hour Zoom. That's it. So those are my events you'll be seeing me working on. The other thing is I will be working on a beaded cross stitch kit. I got an owl, and I will be working on that on my channel. I do a floss tube video almost every week, and next year I have a feeling it will be every week because I am cross stitching more. I will have more things to show. And I'm waiting for that. It's coming from Germany, so I'm hoping it will be here by the end of the year. The other events that I'm in is the No New Start 2022. It's a Facebook group. It's for cross stitching. They have 3 challenges you can choose from. I am doing the Work Your WIPS. So any of your WIPs that you pull out has to have at least 200 stitches on it. Once you finish that WIP, you can start another one. That's the only way that you can start a new one, is you have to finish one. And they have sizes. There's 4 different sizes. They tell you what qualifies for what size. You figure it out. And the only way you can start a new one is to finish one, and it has to be of the same size or smaller. So I'm doing that. Then I'm doing a WIPGO board. So it's WIPGO 2022. It is a cross stitch group, but you could make a WIPGO board and include any of your crafts, or you could include all of them all on one WIPGO board. So if you want to know what WIPGO is, go watch Jessie Marie Does the Stuff. And she has a video up on the WIPGO and how you use it. So I have that. I will have a video going up the end of this year called the WIP Parade. It is going to show every single thing that I will be working on next year for part of my Work Your WIPs. I also will have a finishing video that will show all of my cross stitch finishes, all of my coloring finishes. I'll probably do them separate. So I'll probably have a color and finishes video, a cross stitch finishes video, and a diamond painting finishes video, so that you'll see all my finishes. So if you want to see more of my work, click on subscribe, check the notification. I also do a morning video Monday through Saturday, unless I'm super tired or I have an appointment in the morning, then I don't do a morning video. But the morning video is just, it shows me my planners for the day. I wish people happy birthday. I tell you what the weather's like for the day, what my plans are for the day, what I'm cleaning, if I'm organizing, if I'm crafting, what I'm watching on TV. It's just, they run anywhere from 15 minutes to 30 minutes long. They're quick videos. So I do those every day. And like I said, I do a live stream on Tuesdays for coloring, Thursdays diamond painting. The last week of the month, whether it be a Tuesday or a Thursday, whatever the last is of the month, my floss tube will be live instead of a video. I just did a live stream floss tube. It was a huge hit. Everybody asked me to continue doing more of those. So that will be the last of the month. So like January, it is, I think I said the 27th. Yes. So Thursday, January 27th will be my live floss tube. January 28th will be the Lawn Dog Sampler Zoom. And the only place I'm putting that Zoom link is in the Lawn Dog Sampler Facebook group. So if you're a part of that group, you will get the link. I also will be doing every third weekend of every month will be a Zoom just for cross stitchers. Come in and chat. I am part of a hashtag 24 hours of cross stitch Facebook group. They do it every 3 months. They have a 24 hours of cross stitch. It's always the third weekend. I don't think they do Zooms. I've never seen where they do a Zoom. I have been asked to do the Zooms every month. So if it's a official 24 hours of cross stitch, that's when I use a timer. I will not be helping anybody with cross stitching that weekend. I can answer questions, but I won't be showing you how to do anything. If it's the unofficial, just a plain old cross stitch weekend, if you come in, you have questions, need help with something, I will be more than gladly to help you. So that's how I run things on my channel. For some reason, I'm into way more cross stitching, so you're going to see a lot more of that on here. So I do have, this is my Lawn Dog sampler that I'm doing. It's done on gingerbread fabric. It's the Quanto Acuto, the pointed fifth. So I have that. So right now I'm going to show you my WIPs I've been working on this year. I have had quite a few finishes. So I am working on Enchantress. This is from the Just Cross Stitch October 2021 issue. This is not the Halloween issue. It is the October issue. So I'm doing this Halloween Enchantress. This is by Doreen Jones. Absolutely love her stuff. So I will show you how far I have gotten in that. And I don't remember where I got this project bag. I've had it a long time. This is the front. Isn't that cute? And this is the back. Balls of yarn. I know I got it at a cross-stitch retreat. I just don't know who made it. But I will show you my fabric. So I used the fabric that it called for. And I do have almost half done. So I'm hoping to finish up this section by the end of the year. And then when the whole thing is done, it gets beads. I always do the beads last. Unless I can fit if this fits on a Q-snap without me having to move it, then I could add the beads on, but I can't remember if I was doing that. But yeah, it's DMC floss, some Krynic. Can you see the sparkly Krynic? DMC floss. I don't like the back stitching on this. It is a pain in the butt. And you can't always see the back stitching because of the colors. So, but yeah, I've got almost half of it done. So there is that. And then I've been working on a Haid. Again, not sure. Let's see. Okay, So Much to Love. Can you see that? This is an Etsy shop. Most of my project bags have come from So Much to Love. So I have this one. It's got the fairies. I started this Haid in 2009. And this year I pulled it out and I got a lot done. This was mostly all I was working on the beginning of this year. So I have like a little bit more of the third page and then I'll be starting the fourth page. My goal is to finish this by the end of 2022. It is done with DMC. There is some Krynic. You can see the glittery Krynic in there. It's a little bit of glittery and up in her hair. So yeah, DMC, this is on 25 count. I gridded it myself with floss. And DMC and Krynic, one strand of floss over one and complete X's. When I start my Haids now, whatever I'm starting, I'm using 2 strands over one, and I'm only doing a 10 stitch, which is a half a stitch. But for now, that's what I'm doing. So I have that. I have my Christmas Classics Stitch-Along. This is by Story Stitches. Story Stitchers, again, not sure where I got this. I would like more of these kind of project bags, these colors, and have someone with a Cricut make me designs to put on them. These were from Cumberland Concepts is where you can get these mesh bags, all in different colors. It's an all-purpose zipper bag. This is an extra large. Like I said, I would like more in other colors and maybe have one for each holiday and have someone bake me things with a Cricut. I personally don't want a Cricut. I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. Anyways, I'm doing the Christmas Classic Stitch-Along. And this has been so much fun. Look at this. We got the Grinch with Max. We got Snow Miser and Heat Miser. We have Frosty. And they should have done Karen, and they didn't do a Karen to go with Frosty. Someone in the Story Stitches Facebook group did Karen, and it looks gorgeous. It looks just like her. Then they gave us Santa Claus from Santa Claus is Coming to Town. But they didn't give us the penguin that should go with him. Then they gave us Mr. and Mrs. Claus from Rudolph, but no Rudolph. Now, I can understand Santa Claus, but they should have had a Rudolph. Then we have Charlie Brown. I have no idea who's going here, so we get one this coming Monday, which by the time you see this will be done. Um, so Monday is the 20th. We get a drop for that. We get one Wednesday the 22nd for that, and Friday the 24th, and then it's done. There is a pattern that says Merry Christmas 2021. I I will probably add that on here because I was told what size fabric, and look at, I have ton of excess. So I have plenty of room to do the words Merry Christmas in 2021. And this fabric is by Grace Notes Fabrics. They have really nice, this was called Joy to the World. It's 28 count Lugana. Love this fabric. And she does have a Fabric of the Month Club. I signed up for it. I got my first piece the other day from her, and it was really pretty. Then I started working again on S is for Stitcher. I think I pulled this out in July. And I started this many, many years ago. This is the magazine. It is called Cross Country Stitching, and it's June 2008. I can't remember when I started it. I can't show you the pattern. I can show you what it's going to look like. I'm just trying to figure out what page it was on. Okay, 30. So I will show you the finish, the picture, and I have a lot done on it. So I'm hoping it's S is for Stitcher. So I have a little over half done, and I'm hoping to finish this in 2022. And like I said, I started this years ago, but I have a little over half done. This is done on 28 count Monaco, which is my favorite fabric, and it's all DMC. It does get some charms. I would have to order them because I don't have the charms. But that's how much I have done. So yeah, I'm hoping to finish this next year. So those are my WIPs that have been going on for the year. I have had a lot of finishes. Like I said, if you want to see my finishes, you will have to look for the video for that. And I will have a WIP parade to show everything that I will be working on next year. And I will have a finishes for my coloring pages and probably a finishes of my diamond paintings. Not all of them, because some of them I probably will be giving away for Christmas. So, let's see. I have all these. This is this year's Christmas ornament issue. I will be going through this sometime today to pick the ornaments I want to work on for next year. And I know I have picked a few, and now I don't know where my list is. I had a list of the ones I wanted to do. I know I want to do the gnomes. Let's see. So we have Celebrate the Season, and there really wasn't anything on this page that said Stitch Me. And then we have Christmas Critters. I would like to do this cat. I love this penguin. So I'm thinking about those two. And this one's cute too. And then we have Jolly Old Saint Nick. I definitely want to do this gnome. He is cute. I already have the Jingle Bell. And I love this gnome. That one's cute. So I would like to do those. Then we have Let Heaven and Nature Sing. Maybe the cardinal there. I would like to do one ornament a month next year. We have Let It Snow. I love him, and I really like this. The snow, it looks like a cupcake. These two kids are cute. Then we have Merry and Bright. I really did not see anything on here I cared for. When I used to get their ornament issues, I would constantly say I want to do them all, but I'm not getting that vibe with this one. The North Pole. Nothing's really calling me on this one. Maybe the Reindeer Barn. The First Noel. I didn't really see anything here that I really wanted to do that says Stitch Me. Trimming the Tree. Again, this one's cute. But, yeah, you know, and that one's cute. But I don't know. There was something about this issue. They just were not yelling to me, Stitch Me Up. And I think that's it for this magazine. Yep. So that's it for that. And then I have like almost all their ornament issues. So this one I've had since 2003. And as you can see, I already have fabric pulled. And I have written on there which one it's for. Oh, I do have one started. See, that has at least 200 stitches. So I can count this. So, what does that one look like? That's a Designs by Gloria and Pat. Pat Carson just passed away, if you knew who that was. Designs by Gloria and Pat were like precious moments. Okay, so we have these ornaments here on this page. We have these, and most of these I want to do. I want to do that one. I like that one. I think I finished that one. I like that one. I think that's an Alma Lynn. I love Alma Lynn. What does it say? Yep, Alma Lynn Designs. We have these. I do like that one. And that one. I think I did that one already. Have this. I believe I did that one, or I want to. I can't remember. There's a flamingo. I did do that one. I might have done that one. Like I said, I give away a lot of stuff. I love that one for Santa. I think I did that one. I can't remember. My memory. Got this one. This one. So yeah, if you like cross stitching, this is definitely the channel. This is the one I'm working on. Yeah. So that's what this is here. Is this one. So I do get to count this for next year. And I do want to do the gingerbread. You've got these. Is that it? And that's it. And then the patterns start. So I have quite a few I want to do, and I actually have fabric already pulled. 1, 2, 3, 4. Plus the one I'm working on, that makes it 5. So I need to pick like 7 from this, or a couple of my other issues, because I have almost all of them. I don't have all of them, but I have a lot. So, as far as Christmas, that's what's going on. And again, all the information of what I'm doing and the Facebook groups I'm in and all the links are down below. I have a Christmas chat pack if you want to do that. I don't have a work in progress going on right now for me to pull it out. So let's just work from this. You can stare at the pretty magazine and let's do a chat pack question. And we still have a lot of time left. So what particular job would you least like to have around the holiday season? Oh, that's easy. Retail. My son works for Target. I know what it's like during the holiday season, but I don't think this year is as bad. I was in Target the Monday after Thanksgiving, and there was hardly anybody in there. The roads were not busy. It was dead. And it was a late Monday morning. So definitely retail. So what do you think? Retail, restaurants. Restaurants is probably number 2. But yeah, retail season during the holidays. Discuss it upon yourselves. And yeah. Then, what is your favorite Christmas drink or beverage? Eggnog. And of course, adding rum in makes it even better. Gotta have eggnog for Christmas. Or I like peppermint mocha creamer in my coffee. Peppermint tea. But yep, if it's alcohol, gotta be rum in the eggnog. So that's my favorite Christmas drink. And hot chocolate, to me, that's just all winter. It's not just Christmas. But if you put a candy cane in with the hot chocolate, then that makes it Christmassy. And so while you're discussing that, Christmas traditions. Mine is Christmas Day is always with my parents, my sister, my husband, and my boys. Last year, I didn't spend it with Dylan, Amber, and the boys. I'm hoping to with Dylan and the boys a little bit for a few hours on Christmas Day. Some things changed in their family dynamic. So, it'll be a little bit different this year. But that's my tradition. When my kids were growing up, Christmas was always here at my house. This way the boys could play with their toys all day. My family would come here. And it always worked like that for years. And then they got older. And I think even after they graduated, my sister had it a few times at her place. But my dad's now in a wheelchair. My house, my sister's house, is not wheelchair friendly. And so it's always at my parents' house. It's easier for them and my dad. So it's always there. My sister, her boyfriend, get a prime rib. Scott and I chip in on that. And they go there early in the day. And Chuck, my sister's boyfriend, cooks it. So that's our family tradition. Growing up, Christmas Eve was always with my dad's side. He is the oldest of 6. And then everybody had kids except 2 of my aunts. So I believe I am the oldest of 9 of my generation. And we had my grandparents, and we always did Christmas Eve. It's how it always was. Different aunts, uncles, and my parents took turns having it at their homes, whoever had, the bigger houses, because we are a large family. That's where Christmas Eve was at. So, and we've always done that. Scott's side has always changed. It's never been on a certain date. So, sometimes we've gone, sometimes we haven't been able to. Sometimes they've had it on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. And so we weren't able to go, but most part we went This year they're having it the day after Christmas. It's at my nephew's house. We will be going there. Yeah, so that's what goes on. Christmas traditions, other than that, when we used to mostly have ham. When I had Christmas here, sometimes we had ham. Sometimes I did a big, huge thing of soup in the crock pot. Sometimes I did lasagna. It depended on what I was in the mood to cook. You know, cleaning the house and taking care of two boys. I just fixed what was easiest sometimes. So those were those traditions. Christmases that I can remember growing up. I remember one Christmas when I was a teenager, the power was out when we got up in the morning. We had a wood burning stove, so that's what heated the house. My mom had a big cast iron pot, and she put the ham in that, put that on top of the wood burning stove. And I don't even know if the heat ever came back, if the power ever came back on later that day. My grandparents came over. My parents always had Christmas Day, and my grandparents would come over. My mom's parents would come over, and we would have a blast. And I lived on a lake as a teenager, and 9 times out of 10, the lake was frozen over, and we'd go out ice skating after unwrapping gifts. So I always looked forward to that. So that's one Christmas. Let's do another one here. If you could decorate any store's window for the Christmas season, which store would it be? Ooh, let's do a cross-stitch store, because imagine pulling out all the cross-stitch patterns and books and just putting them all out and having the Christmas model stitched pieces laying out on the... Yeah, that would be so pretty. So pretty. I would love that. Or just a craft store. You know, the craft stores have all these big windows. That would be fun. They need to show the charts, not the exact chart, but the finished product, you know, the pictures and the finished product next to it. And, you know, maybe show down below the products that were used to make it, so you know you can buy it in the store. Yeah, that would be another thing. Another Christmas I remember is after my grandfather had passed away. My grandmother had asked my grandfather for years she wanted an opal ring, and he never bought her one. So Scott and I got her an opal ring one Christmas, and I actually have a picture somewhere of her opening it, and her face, her mouth is dropped open and she started crying because it's all she ever wanted was an opal ring. And so I wanted to make sure that she got that for Christmas. So I do remember that Christmas as well. I have to go back and think of a lot of Christmases. You know, they all kind of go together, and trying to remember certain ones is kind of hard. But that one I remember her with the opal ring, and I think I got it at K Jewelers, and she just loved that ring. She wore it all the time. She did tell me you have to soak the ring in she soaked it in like a sewing machine oil, because you're supposed to keep the stone in an oil, and don't ever wash your hands with an opal ring. The opal stone is not supposed to get wet with water. So I do have an opal ring. I have never, well, can't say never, but I have not soaked it in oil in probably 20 some years. And I believe it is the opal that I bought her. I think that's the one I have. And if I'm wearing it and I wash my hands, I always make sure I take that ring off. I don't know why. I just know don't get them wet. Okay, if you had a great voice and could record a Christmas duet with any famous singer, whom would you choose as your singing partner? Ooh, is this female or male? A male singer? I would like to do one with Bon Jovi. John Bon Jovi. Yes. Female, a female singer. Madonna. Let's go with Madonna. I don't like Mariah Carey, so there's no way you're going to get me to sing with that woman. I don't like her Christmas song. Yeah. So I think that would be it. Singing partner. That one's a good one. Who would you choose as singing partner? That is good. I like that. There's a lot of them. And it doesn't say they had to be dead or alive, right? Oh, well, in that case, maybe George Michael singing Last Christmas, because that's one of my favorite Christmas songs. Last Christmas by Wham. Yes, that one's good. Another Christmas memory. Oh, several years ago, I wanted a gaming PC. And I had mentioned it, and I wanted one built for me. So Scott and my oldest son Justin pitched in, and they bought everything I needed for this gaming PC so I could play Sims, because I'm a big Simmers. I haven't played Sims in a couple years because my PC is not working right now. I need to have it all upgraded. And right now, all that stuff is very expensive, so I'm just waiting. But yeah, they pitched in and bought me everything. And Justin has a friend that was his classmate. He is a techno geek, and he built my gaming PC for me, and he made the tower big enough and everything in there that I can just keep upgrading and adding more things in, more memory cards. It has a ton of room in the tower to just keep adding things in. So I was very surprised that Christmas that they did that for me. Got me the very good graphics card. Yeah, everything, the motherboard, everything that I needed. And then I bought a big screen monitor. So that Christmas I do remember. That wasn't that long ago. I mean, it probably is a lot longer than I think it is. The PC went down in the fall of 2019. So I haven't been able to play on it for 2 years now. And he did tell me that it's going to need upgrading. But since COVID, I haven't had him here. And I know it's going to cost a lot to upgrade it. So I do remember that Christmas. What do we have on time? Okay. Here's another one. If you could create the ultimate electric train layout to run around the base of a huge Christmas tree at a local mall, what would the layout look like? Oh, I love electric trains. To run around the base. Oh my gosh. The train would have to have, if there was like a flatbed car, it would have to have a Christmas tree with packages around it on that, and twinkling lights going on the Christmas tree. The other trains would have to light up with twinkling lights for Christmas. There would have to be smoke coming out from the engine, and it would have to be playing Christmas music. And on the caboose would be a Santa Claus waving to everybody. That would be an awesome electric train set to go around the Christmas tree base. Love it. Yes. Let's see, another Christmas. Another Christmas was, I think, the year after I graduated from high school. I'd been dating on and off the same guy for 4 years. Hold on, I need a drink. I'm losing my voice. Okay. So I wanted an engagement ring that year, but my engagement ring, I did not like diamonds at the time. I wanted an opal. And so I told him, I want an opal engagement ring for Christmas. That's all I wanted. That's all I asked for. So Christmas came that day, and he gave me a winter coat. It was a nice coat. I remember I'm kind of remembering what it looks like, but it was pretty. I liked it. And then he gave me another box. It was a box of Kleenex. I guess he thought he was funny. And I did not see the ring. There was no ring. Until a couple hours later, then I got the ring. Needless to say, we never did get married. We broke up a couple years after that, 2 years after that, we broke up. And we started to stay as friends. And I met Scott and got engaged to Scott. Anyways, I got engaged to Scott in like July of 1995. 1985, I mean. Would have been 1985, July, Scott and I got engaged. My ex was killed in a car crash in March of 1986. He had asked me a couple months before that if he could get invited to the wedding. And because his whole family was going to be invited to the wedding anyways, because I was still friends with his whole family. So I said, yep. And we were starting to become friends again. And he was killed in a car accident. So, yeah, that was rough. But anyways, I ended up giving that ring, I think, to one of my sister-in-laws because it was an engagement ring, even though it was an opal, and I always wanted an opal. And I have my grandmother's now. So, anyways, that's that Christmas. So here's another question. If a professional baker offered to make you one special treat for Christmas, what would you choose? I don't know. I'm not big on baked foods. It would have to be, you know what? My grandmother made banana cream pies that were out of this world and a grasshopper pie that was out of this world. So, and I loved her blueberry pies. My husband loved her apple pies. So for one specific treat, a baker, it would either have to be between the banana cream pie or a grasshopper pie. Because she made a good chocolate cream pie too, but the banana cream pie or the grasshopper pie, and they had the peppermint schnapps. Was that what's in the cream de mint. Cream de mint is in a grasshopper drink. So that's what I would ask for. I'm not big on cheesecake either. I just want to make sure it's not one of my boys messaging me. Nope. Okay, another Christmas. So another Christmas, my two boys were fighting horribly from July till Christmas time. I don't know why. They were just acting up. They normally got along. It was just 1 year. I think they were not teenagers yet. And I told them they kept it up. There will be no Santa Claus. Well, Santa Claus didn't come. And Justin was a little upset about Santa Claus not coming that year. But my little Dylan, who is my challenge child, I call him my challenge child. He really doesn't have any challenges. I just call him that because he was a challenge to raise, because he would try to break every rule that was made. And I have all my gray hairs because of him. He turned around and looked at me and said, I don't really care. I'm getting gifts from everybody else. Yep, that Christmas was quite memorable. And he didn't care. He didn't care because he got presents from us and his grandparents and his aunt and uncle. So he didn't care. I didn't know what to say about that. But Santa did not come. Okay, another Christmas I'm trying to remember. Oh, I always chewed my nails. I chewed my nails down to the quick where they would bleed all the time. I could never leave my nails alone as a child or as a young teenager. My grandmother kept telling me all the time, stop chewing your nails, I'll buy you a nice manicure set. Well, I tried really hard. So that one year, my grandmother kept saying that to me, kept saying that to me, kept saying that to me, and I was doing much better, not chewing my nails, and she bought a manicure set for my sister. Yeah, for my sister, who never wanted one. I don't think she ever used it, but she got one. Well, needless to say, I never chewed my nails again, and I got one the next Christmas, and I held on to that manicure set for as many years as I possibly could. There was probably 20 fingernail polishes. I don't care how thick that nail polish got. I was holding on to that kit for dear life. I did. I had that thing for years, and then finally just threw out the nail polish. I had kept, the little cuticle set and all the fancy stuff. But I did end up throwing out, and I never chewed my nails again. I've always done my own nails. I would do it, early evening after dinner. The kids would be in bed, and I would make sure that I had gone to the bathroom for the night and would not have to touch anything, because it would take me 2 to 3 hours. Because I would put a coat on, let it dry 15 minutes, put another coat on. Because I always did the base coat, then 2 layers of the color, and then a top coat. And I'd let them dry. 2 hours. Then I would get into bed, and I made sure when I got into bed that my arms were flat out like this so they wouldn't touch anything. And it didn't matter how good I did of a job. I always smudged something. And sometimes I would wake up in the morning with the fabric fiber look in my fingernails. So 2 years ago, I started going to a salon. I babysit my grandsons. It was part of my babysitting. Amber would pay to get my nails done, and I absolutely loved it. They don't smudge. You can walk out of there. You can touch them. I can do dishes. I can do anything I want. It never peels off. Absolutely love getting my nails done. So now Dylan pays for them. I get them done every 3 weeks. Dylan pays for it. It costs, he gives me $40. I think it costs me like $30. Sometimes, if this was $26, and I always give a $5 tip. If they do something special on my nails, if there's designs in that, they charge me $31. I still give a $5 tip. I don't have a lot of money, so. But Dylan pays for me to get my nails done, and I absolutely love it. I love getting my nails done. These were longer. They were out to here yesterday. I had to have her clip them. I'm like, they're way too long. So, yeah, I love getting my nails done. But anyways, after that, I've never chewed. The only time I will chew on my nails and the cuticles is when my anxiety's bad. And if I'm really, really sick and it's triggering some of the anxiety, that's when I pick. I will pick like on the edges of this. If I'm getting my nails done, like say I'm getting my nails done this Wednesday, I would start picking at it if my anxiety is bad. Other than that, I don't. You might see me in my live stream doing this because I've got maybe a crack or there's a piece of skin hanging up. I'm constantly fiddling with my fingers. Okay, another question. Approximately how many parties do you attend during the typical Christmas season? 2. 2. Christmas Day with my family and whatever for my in-laws. I've been to 2 ugly sweater parties. I am attending one in Zoom tonight. Tonight's the 18th. So I do have one tonight in a Zoom. I still need to decorate my shirt. I'm just checking my time to make sure I don't go over. So yeah, I don't go to other Christmas parties. I don't get invited to any. I don't know. I know for a couple years Scott had a couple of them through a company he worked for. We had Christmas parties, but I think we did that like 2 or 3 years in a row, and that was it for that. Okay, another Christmas memory. Oh, I remember as a little girl, Midtown Plaza in Rochester, New York, my grandparents would take me. And that place would be so decorated. And they had a train set that ran along the top of like towards the top of the walls. They had a train track that went all the way around the mall, Midtown Plaza. I do remember that as a little girl. I don't remember a lot. I just remember being in awe of all the decorations and the lights, seeing Santa Claus. So I do remember Midtown Plaza. I remember my grandparents taking me. Another year, my kids were babies. They didn't go with us, but Scott and I went to Niagara Falls. That's like an hour away from me. One of my friends babysat. It might have been just Justin. He might have been the only baby I had at the time. And Scott and I went to Niagara Falls. It was so freaking cold and windy. When I ended up with a sinus infection and double ear infections from being out there. But it was so worth it because they had a light show on in the falls. There was Christmas music. We were out there. I had the best time, and I've asked Scott to take me back since then, and we've never been back. I ask almost every year, can we go back? Can we go back? Can we go back? Never. We've never gone back. But, yeah, I absolutely loved the Niagara Falls. I don't know if they still do that or not. I'm not sure, but okay, we're almost at the 57 minutes, and I hope that you enjoyed this. If you enjoyed me, please hit subscribe, click on the notification bell, and enjoy the rest of the Christmas premieres. You all have a Merry Christmas. Bye-bye.